Hey Sarah, have you ever thought about how overstimulation can ruin our lives?
Hmm, what do you mean by overstimulation, Tom?
Well, Sarah, it's when we have too much of everything, like spending too much time on our phones, watching TV, or playing video games.
Ah, I see what you mean. It's like being bombarded with information and entertainment all the time, right?
Exactly. It can affect our ability to focus, concentrate, and even sleep properly.
Tom, I've noticed that when I spend too much time on my phone before bed, I have trouble falling asleep.
That's a common issue, Sarah. The bright screens and constant notifications can make it hard for our brains to relax.
So, what can we do to avoid this overstimulation and improve our lives?
Well, we can start by setting some limits on our screen time. Maybe we can have designated phone-free hours, or even days.
That sounds like a good idea, Tom. We can use that time to do other activities, like reading books, going for walks, or spending quality time with family and friends.
Absolutely. We need to find a balance between using technology for its benefits and disconnecting to enjoy the simple things in life.
I agree, Tom. It's also important to be mindful of the content we consume. Too much negative news or social media can bring us down and make us feel overwhelmed.
Definitely, Sarah. We should try to surround ourselves with positive and uplifting content that enriches our lives rather than drains us.
And let's not forget the importance of getting enough physical exercise and spending time in nature. It can help us relax and recharge.
That's true, Sarah. Physical activity and being in nature can provide a much-needed break from the constant stimulation of screens and devices.
It seems like finding a balance is the key, Tom. We need to take control of our lives and not let overstimulation rule us.
Absolutely, Sarah. By being aware of how overstimulation affects us and taking steps to reduce it, we can live happier, healthier, and more fulfilling lives.
I'm glad we had this conversation, Tom. It's a reminder for both of us to be mindful of our screen time and make conscious choices.
I couldn't agree more, Sarah. Let's support each other in finding that balance and making positive changes.
Definitely, Tom. Together, we can overcome overstimulation and take control of our lives.
Here's to a healthier and more balanced future, Sarah.
Cheers to that, Tom.
Sarah, I recently read an article that highlighted some negative effects of overstimulation on our mental health.
Really? What did it say?
It mentioned that excessive screen time and constant exposure to stimuli can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression.
That's alarming. I never realized how much overstimulation could impact our well-being.
Yes, it's quite concerning. The article also discussed how overstimulation can affect our relationships. When we're constantly distracted by screens, we may neglect spending quality time with loved ones.
That's true. I've noticed that sometimes, even when I'm physically present with my family or friends, my mind is still preoccupied with what's happening on my phone.
Exactly. Overstimulation can hinder our ability to connect with others on a deeper level and truly engage in meaningful conversations and experiences.
It's sad to think that our relationships can suffer because of our addiction to technology and constant overstimulation.
Absolutely, Sarah. That's why it's important for us to prioritize human connections over digital distractions. We should make an effort to have device-free moments and truly be present with the people around us.
I couldn't agree more, Tom. We need to learn to disconnect in order to reconnect with ourselves and the people we care about.
And it's not just our relationships that suffer. Overstimulation can also take a toll on our productivity and creativity.
How so?
Well, when our attention is constantly divided among various sources of stimulation, it becomes difficult to concentrate and focus on tasks at hand. This can hinder our productivity and prevent us from achieving our goals.
That makes sense. I've experienced moments when I'm trying to work or study, but I keep getting distracted by social media or notifications on my phone.
It happens to the best of us, Sarah. The key is to create an environment that promotes focus and minimizes distractions. We can turn off notifications, set specific times for checking our phones, and create dedicated workspaces that are free from unnecessary stimuli.
Those are practical suggestions, Tom. By implementing these strategies, we can regain control over our attention and be more productive.
Absolutely. And when it comes to creativity, overstimulation can inhibit our ability to think deeply and come up with original ideas.
I never thought about that. How does overstimulation affect our creativity?
Well, when our minds are constantly bombarded with information and external stimuli, we don't give ourselves enough space to reflect, process, and generate new ideas. Creativity requires a certain level of calm and mental space to flourish.
That's an interesting perspective, Tom. So, by reducing overstimulation, we can potentially unlock our creative potential.
Exactly, Sarah. By carving out quiet moments, engaging in activities that inspire us, and allowing our minds to wander without constant distractions, we give ourselves the opportunity to tap into our creativity.
It's fascinating how something as simple as reducing overstimulation can have such profound effects on our lives.
It is indeed, Sarah. Overstimulation has become a prevalent issue in today's fast-paced world, but we have the power to change our habits and find a healthier balance.
I'm glad we had this conversation, Tom. It has opened my eyes to the negative impacts of overstimulation and inspired me to make positive changes in my own life.
I feel the same way, Sarah. Let's support each other on this journey towards a more mindful and balanced approach to technology and stimulation.
Absolutely, Tom. Together, we can overcome overstimulation and reclaim control over our lives.
Here's to embracing simplicity, finding peace amidst the noise, and living a life that's truly fulfilling.
Cheers to that, Tom. Let's make a conscious effort to prioritize what truly matters and create a healthier, happier future for ourselves.